Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights, and we're here to start the week off with y'all. And y'all are here to start the week off, hopefully, with us. I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on today, so also rear view mirror.
And I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B. Get ready for my album; it's coming. And we're about to we're about to ease on down the week.
Yep. Yes, we are. So let's get it started. Last night was the Oscars,
Yep.
and we ain't watching, but we
No,
got info for y'all.
I watched the red carpet, and I watched. Oh, let me not lie. I watched maybe the first 10 minutes of it. So I
Mhm.
did see Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande open.
Oh, they performed. That's good.
Yeah.
If I was them, I wouldn't have performed jack shit because they got screwed.
What on the Oscar wins?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean,
come on now.
yeah, they were, but they were, they were there.
And I'm
They
gonna
were
I'm gonna confess something in a minute and just show y'all how I really feel about these Oscars. But let's start.
you're gonna confess. What are you gonna
I
confess?
got a confession to make.
Okay.
But let's get it started. So Mikey Madison
How many times did you
won.
see Wicked? Is that, is that what you're about to confess?
Oh no,
Oh,
just the
okay.
once. No. Anyway, Mikey Madison won Best Actress. I don't know who that is. Never. I don't even know if I've ever seen her in anything before. But maybe I have, maybe I haven't. In this picture, she don't look familiar. Adrian Brody won Best Actor
I'm not
for
gonna.
a movie that nobody saw and is 4 hours long. When
Is
I
that
say
the?
nobody saw, for those in the comments, I'm being sarcastic, not actual factual, because I know y'all motherfuckers like to go in the comments and put percentages and dates and,
Right.
the film was made for this much, but it grossed. Yeah, listen, fuck off. I'm not talking about y'all. It's sarcasm.
Is that the Brutalist?
It's The Brutalist. It's almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
When I saw the trailer looked amazing.
Oh,
And I
does
was like,
it?
oh,
Then I might
and this
consider
is an
it.
A24 movie? Okay, A24.
Oh,
I see where y'all going.
I
Y'all
didn't know
really
that.
expanding. I'm going to have to go see this. And then I went on AMC on the app and it said like 3 hours and 54 minutes or something. And I was like,
I feel like we had a
nah,
conversation about this when it came out.
not watching that.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving. So he won Best Actor. Something called Honora won Best Picture. Never heard of this film, ever. Honora. But that's regular for Best Picture. That's their style.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So then we get to Best Supporting Actress, and Zoe Saldana,
Excuse
who
me.
has changed her name.
Excuse me. Oh, I was about to say her name is not Zoe Saldana.
Her name has always been Zoe Saldana, even when she wore blackface to do
Nina
what's this
Simone.
movie? Nina Simone. And every time we saw her be a different color in every movie possible. When we saw her green, when we saw her blue, when we saw her yellow, in all those movies, she was Zoe Saldana. But now she is Zoe Saldana's. Whatever.
So I heard them call her that on the red carpet, and I said, "Oh, that's interesting." I thought it was an accident, and then everybody
Listen,
kept saying it, and then
if Gucci Man can rebrand, so can Zoe Saldana, And now for my
oh,
confession.
okay, make a confession.
Kieran Culkin won Best Supporting Actor.
Kieran,
Is Kieran? Oh, my bad. Even
it's
better.
Kieran.
Kieran Culkin, who we love
We
because
do.
we watched Succession. We loved him on Succession. He won Best Supporting Actor for a movie that I saw. That's my confession. I saw this movie. It was
Oh,
ass. It
wait.
was labeled
I
as a
didn't. I didn't. I
comedy.
didn't
I
catch
might have
what you just
laughed
said.
once. I said I saw the movie and it was ass.
Oh,
It was labeled as a
okay.
comedy, and I laughed maybe once the entire movie.
Oh,
It's not a great movie, but he won Best
okay.
Supporting Actor. and that's really sad.
Why is it a confession though? Like you're revealing a secret?
Because I ain't never tell nobody I went to see this movie. If you watch the trailer, you'll see that I had no business watching this movie. But one day
Okay.
I just needed to go to the movies. You know, sometimes you'd be like, I just really want to go to the movies. It wasn't shit showing except this movie. And I was
So you
like,
went.
all right, I guess I'll just watch this movie.
Oh, I think I had seen it on streaming and was like, I'm gonna come back to this, but I didn't.
You don't need to.
Same thing I've been doing with the Timothy Chalamet movie, the Bob Dylan movie. I've been like, I'm gonna come back to this because I see it's on streaming. I don't know why
Oh, that I'd
you're
watch
like,
on
I
streaming.
can't see you moving. I'm a little nervous.
I would watch the Bob Dylan movie on streaming.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I want to see it. I just haven't like gotten to it yet.
yeah, this movie with Jesse, was it Eisenberg is his name or something like that? You know what I'm talking about? The guy who played Mark Zuckerberg in the.
Yeah. Yes, because every time I see him, I think I think it is Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm not rolling with that.
No, I know it's not him, but I look at him, and for a minute, I glitch, and I'm like, "Who is this man? Who is this
Anyways,
again?"
that guy Jesse, it's his movie, and he's also the star of the movie.
Oh, okay. So, okay, what was bad about it?
It's just not a good movie. It's nothing. It's like it's labeled as a comedy. It's not really funny. It's
Okay.
about two cousins linking up to go visit their grandmother's uh old house in Germany or something like that. And it's about how their grandmother survived the Holocaust and has all this rich history. And so they're going out there, but it's like a drama filled, you know, thing. It wasn't funny. It wasn't great. I was like, well, I didn't need to watch this. Anyway, moving along. Honora also won Best Original Screenplay. I got to go look up a trailer for this movie because I never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
Conclave had Best Adapted Screenplay. I heard of Conclave. Conclave had a nice little buzz going at one point. Best Animated Feature, Flow. I don't know Flow. Do you know Flow?
No, I did hear when they won. I went to the bathroom at that point. When I was on my way back, I was like, "Oh, okay. What? I don't know what this is. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know."
weird. Wicked won for Best Production Design. The Brutalist won for Best Cinematography. Now that I believe. They probably had awesome cinematography because that trailer looked great. Wicked won Best Costume Design. The Substance won Best Makeup and Hairstyling. Okay. Dune Part 2 won Best Visual Effects. El Mal from Emilia Perez won Best Original Song. And I mean, come on. How? I would think Wicked would win Best Original Song. Like,
Hmm.
is it not? Is it not Best Original Song because it's from a play?
What, just by default?
I just feel like, how did Wicked not win Best Original Song? I'm really confused by that.
I don't know. And I mean, people love the music from Wicked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
But,
really confused.
you know, we say these things, but the reality of the situation is the Academy is very much like the Recording Academy, where um, it is it is not the masses who are voting. And I think that that also speaks to why there's so many films that we don't know a whole lot about, but they end up being the ones that are like the standouts because it's a whole bunch of film people. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it's a whole bunch of film people, like people either directly connected to it, adjacent to it, however they decide who gets to vote, who decide on it. It's insiders if you think about it.
Right.
So they don't really represent. They're the electoral college of Hollywood. They don't
Mm,
represent the masses. They just don't. It's the same thing with the Grammys. You got like Nelly and like I don't know, Whoopi and a bunch of other people voting. They don't necessarily represent what the majority of us like. Maybe sometimes they
So,
do, but not always.
right. So actually, today.com wrote an article about this just 2 days ago.
Okay.
It says here more than 10,500 quote unquote global film industry artists and leaders are members of the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, according to the Academy's websites.
Mm-hmm.
Members include actors, writers, directors, costume designers, makeup artists, producers, and other film industry professionals. The Academy expands its membership each year.
Yeah.
Last year, nearly 400 industry insiders were invited to join, including actors Selma Blair, Austin Butler, Paul Mescal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna destroy this name, so I apologize in advance. Kei Hu Guan, Stephanie Su, and Kiki Palmer.
Baby, this is Kiki Palmer.
Taylor Swift, who penned a song for the 2022 Where the Crawdads Sing, and Abel the Weekend, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the Weekend, who a song contributed a song to 2022's Avatar: The Way of the Water, were also among the artists invited to join the music branch last year. The Academy's Board of Governors, which quote unquote directs the Academy's strategic vision
Mm-hmm.
per its website, is also comprised of several notable industry professionals, including director Ava,
DuVernay.
that's right, and the director's branch, and Rita Wilson in the actor's branch. How many people joined the Academy in the first place? All right, we don't care about that part. But there you go. There's some answers
So it's a bunch of
to what you said.
insiders, which is fine. Like for what it is, that's fine. If that's what they decided, is it works. But I think that just allows us to understand a little bit better why sometimes we're like, huh? Why was
Yeah.
that choice made? I think it's because it's a bunch of insiders, and not only, like I said, not only that, it's just they're probably privy to a lot more than we are when it comes to like certain films, and they may have been at all the film festivals, so they got to see. Also, can we talk about the fact that like actor people have a certain way of talking when they're on red carpets, and it's really weird to me.
What does that mean?
They talk about everything like it's the entire world. Like they'll say things, you'll ask them like, what made you decide to take this script? Like what made you decide to play this role? And they'll go, you know, Jim, he called me and he told me that he had this idea, and I heard his idea, and it was the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. And I just had to. They all
No.
talk like that. They
Yeah, they
all
be
talk like
speaking
that
for
on the
them.
red carpet.
Yeah,
It's so bizarre because it's like, is there anything that you've heard where you were just like, cut the check?
of course, but they can't say that.
I know they can't say that, but
It's
it's
like
a
the
little
people on
bit.
steroids in the industry. They can't just be like, yeah, yeah, no, listen. I took all the steroids to be Wolverine. Had to do it.
But
Couldn't have
it
did it
just,
without steroids.
you're right, but it just
They go up
always
there and say
seems
the
like
same old
it's,
shit. Yeah.
it
They
just,
say the same old shit, but Hugh Jackman, how'd you get your body to look so good for Wolverine? Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, and then the diet. The diet. All I ate was brown rice, broccoli, and chicken breasts. That's it
yeah.
for 2 years. That's all I ate. Yeah,
I,
right,
I
nigga.
chewed water
Exactly.
for
You ain't saying nothing about them
715
steroids though.
days.
Right. I'm still
Uh,
here. Won Best International Feature. That's the last of the winners. But there was another winner.
did you say costume designer?
I did. It was Wicked.
Um, First black man to win in that category.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Superfly. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, he came out
Um,
and made a speech.
but there was another winner, Kendrick Lamar.
Yep. Again.
Actually, I have the audio. Hold on. I'll
Again.
play it.
Again.
Right.
Oh, are
Again.
you sure you want to play the audio?
Yeah, I won't say anything. We can't get in trouble if we don't say it.
Okay.
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up.
You better be lawyered up because I'm sure Drake heard that and was like, excuse me, where's my lawyer?
Oh, and he is pissed because it's one of his own. You know, it's
What's that
Conan
mean?
O'Brien.
What one of his own? What's that mean? You mean the color of your shirt, or you mean a Canadian?
The color of my shirt.
Oh, I didn't know. I had to. I didn't know how racy we were about to get here. I had to prepare myself.
No,
Yeah.
it was Conan O'Brien. He was the host of the Oscars. I have two thoughts about this.
Let us know your thoughts. Come on.
So the first thought is, wow, wow, Kendrick, wow, look at your reach. Look at how far this has gone. Look at who's talking about this. This is kind of insane
Yes, it
in
is.
a good way. I'm not, I'm not mad at it. Well, I said I have two thoughts.
Okay.
So in a good way, like if there was any question, and I think those who knew knew, but if there was any question about how good Kendrick Lamar is or how effective Kendrick Lamar is, I think all of that has been realized.
Is
He's
this about good or bad, or is this just about reach?
I'm talking about reach,
Okay.
but I think in order to reach, you've got to have something.
You got to have a machine behind you.
Sure. Okay. That's
Do
fine.
you think? Do you think Little Nas X is really good?
I don't know. I don't think that I'm qualified to speak on whether Little Nas X is good or not because I don't have
Because
enough of a.
Old
Um,
Town Road had so much reach
it did.
that Billy Cyrus did the remix.
Yes, that is true.
So I don't. I mean, is it really about being good, or is it just about having reach? Because I don't think they're synonymous.
I think multiple things can be true.
Okay.
And that's why I said effective. Because, yeah, we're saying that a machine, but also the I think it has to do with, in this instance, also has to do with the quality of the content. And the reason I say that is because people are reciting the lyrics, people are dancing to it. I get that there is a machine that pushes lots of artists and makes them bigger and makes things explode and puts them in the right places. But nobody put Kendrick Lamar on the Oscars stage last night. You know what I mean? Like, I think that at some point, yes, I think that a person's a person's talent and reach can align. Maybe not always. Maybe we don't think that about everybody. But I think at some point there is some alignment there. That's just my opinion. I mean, I totally understand if, you know, I don't think they're synonymous, but I do think they can exist at the same time.
Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm caping for Drake. I'm just trying to be objective. You know, I love Not Like Us, and you know I'm not the biggest Drake fan. But I don't think this is Kendrick's best song ever. I don't
I'm
think
not
this
saying
is
that.
about.
But wait,
Well, you
so
said
I'm
you
not speaking
said
in absolutes. I didn't say it was his best song ever. When did I say that?
you said the quality of the work, and I was about to say
Okay.
I don't think this is the highest quality song we've seen from Kendrick ever. And so, yeah, I think the battle amplified this record a lot, and it's a great record. But I don't think that's why we're hearing so much of it. I think this record is constantly being worked. I think this record is constantly being pushed. And yeah, it is a great record. But Kendrick's had other great records before that didn't do this.
But the other records have nothing to do with this one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't change the quality of this one because there are better ones. It doesn't take away from that. I don't I'm not looking at it like, okay, he did this, but honestly, I don't care for it cuz he's done better. I'm looking at one singular thing that happened that was released, and I'm judging that. I'm not judging it against his other work. I think if you're judging it against his other work, that's a perfectly valid way to look at it. But that's not what I'm doing. Um so if it came across that that's what I was saying, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to judge Not Like Us against Kendrick's other work. I also don't have I'm not a Kendrick encyclopedia by any means. I don't I haven't listened to all of the music to be able to do that. So I don't, and I've said many times, I don't think I'm qualified to be the Kendrick connoisseur. Like I'm not doing that. But I will say my second piece.
Please do.
My second piece is, now I know everybody thinks this is funny. And I know
Oh,
people
well, sorry, go ahead.
that
Because
Conan made the joke.
in the comments, all they say is that I don't let you talk. So please talk.
Conan makes Conan makes this joke. People are talking about it all day, among a bunch of other things that happened at the Oscars. But this is one of the topics of discussion. It was a topic of discussion right after it happened because I'm pretty sure when I saw it, it was last night. Trying to figure out how to say this without offending anyone. We don't. Sometimes I wish we could gatekeep.
Mm, okay, let's talk about it.
I don't like that it was on the Oscars stage. I feel like it's ours. I feel like it belongs to us. And I feel like it's being co opted.
Okay, why?
What Kendrick represents and the way he delivers his music in what the message that he clearly is trying to send with his music, and maybe not every song, but there's a
As of late,
theme. He has a. I just feel like even though it's big, sometimes I feel like they take it and they make it small.
how is speaking about it at the Oscars making it small? Not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just trying to understand.
Because it represents so much more than a stupid little joke at the Oscars. It even with the Super Bowl where it went over so many people's head what he was trying to say, what he was trying to do, and it got so much backlash just based off of people not understanding. So I saw somebody said, do people, when he says they not like us, who do people think they are?
Mm.
I guess I just feel like it's like the invite to the cookout. I just sometimes feel like, I just sometimes wish that it didn't, certain things don't. I sometimes wish that we could preserve certain things as they are. Because it means so much more to us when you're talking about the culture, when you're talking about black culture, when you're talking about black music. It means so much more to us. And then when other people get a hold of it, it starts to mean less and less and less and less. That's what I mean. It's not no disrespect. I'm not upset that it happened, but it does give me pause. It does make me feel like, and then this morning I see a video where there's these women, women who it's a bridal party and they're dancing to Not Like Us. Terribly. But they're trying to do the moves like Kendrick and his dancers.
Right.
And it just, I don't know. It's because y'all invited them to the cookout. It's how I feel sometimes. I know this is one of those situations where it is beyond control. It's not anything that, but to your point, like, the machine is making sure that it doesn't just stay with us. It
Right.
reaches far beyond us, which for Kendrick is incredible, right? Like, that's great. But for me, someone who loves the culture, someone who loves music, loves black music, loves black culture, I just sometimes get a little overprotective. Or not even overprotective. I sometimes just get a little protective of it. That's it. So
Yeah,
that's my other thought. No, I'm done.
so I understand what you're saying. Unfortunately, this is the gift and the curse of the song being a number one smash for so long. So it was the song everyone wanted to see at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's the song that is still still high on the charts. Maybe it's not number one at the moment we're recording this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still a chart topping song all these months later. This is the gift and the curse of having one of those songs. So, as much as this are something that people may champion, it's also going to be something that becomes a crossover record because it's just been number one for so long that
Yeah.
it's impossible to ignore. And
Yeah.
so I understand what you're saying, but unfortunately, this is the gift and the curse of having a number one smash record.
Yeah. It
You
is,
know.
and I get it. I get it. I'm like,
Now to speak to the other side. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish. Please finish.
no, I was just gonna say sometimes, it's it feels like, we have a little something and we have our little fun, and then somebody comes in around the corner peeking, what y'all doing over there? What y'all niggas doing? I just I don't know, and maybe I shouldn't feel that way. Maybe that's wrong to say, but it's honest.
Hey, nothing wrong with being honest. Um, I was gonna say on the other side, man, to be at home minding your business, just watching the Oscars and hear your name.
You think Drake was watching the Oscars?
I don't know. I don't know, but I know he saw this clip for sure.
Is he still in Australia? Is the drone still following him?
Oh, his Australian tour is done. He canceled the rest of the dates.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that?
No.
Oh, we'll talk off pod. Yeah, and maybe it's a topic for tomorrow. But yeah, there were dates left, and they were canceled allegedly because the dates were too far apart from each other. Meaning, let's just say there was a show today, and then there was no show until 2 weeks later. It was too costly, allegedly, to keep all of the people necessary for the tour in Australia for those 2 weeks to do those last couple shows. So the last couple shows have been canceled. Or
I would
rather, the
want
next
to go
round of
home.
shows have been canceled, is the better way to say it.
I feel like Drake wanted to go home and they just couldn't say that. And I respect that. That's fine. A week between
Well,
shows and you just there is a
or
lot.
2 weeks, something like that.
When
Let's
you're
let's let's leave it here. How about this?
okay.
Let's leave it here.
All right.
Let's gather the info and discuss it tomorrow or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that way we can be proper with our discussion. We can
Yeah.
really dive
Of
in.
course.
But yeah, man, to just be watching the Oscars or just be home minding your business, and then you see your boy taps you. Hey, man. Hey. You're trending on Twitter again. Oh yeah, that's great. Let me go look. And pull out your phone and you wait. What? What? Why? Uh, Conan O'Brien?
You think you think he has a direct line to Conan?
I don't think so. But I just feel like, man, poor Drake at this point. Not even safe at the Oscars.
No. I bet that wasn't on his bingo card. It wasn't on mine.
Nope. Mine either. But poor Drake, man. To be home, chilling, minding his business, and then be viral again.
But also shout out to Kendrick for being at home minding his business and being viral
Oh,
again.
I'm sure Kendrick was chilling, happy. I'm sure Kendrick was like, see what I did? You see? Didn't I tell you? Remember, y'all didn't want me to put that line in the song?
With
And
his
look at it now.
grandkids right there on the
Look at
couch.
it now. Right.
Well, he's probably somewhere getting ready for tour, um,
Crazy.
but yeah. So, last but not least, Quincy Jones tribute done by Queen Latifah. I believe it was introduced by Oprah and Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi looked very nice last night, by the way. Um, I didn't even do nothing.
Oh
I
shit.
didn't
Come on.
even do nothing.
Come on. Finish your introduction.
So Queen Latifah does "Ease on Down the Road"
Yep.
from The Wiz. I always love seeing Queen Latifah, and I think she did fine. Didn't think there was anything wrong. She's great. Like you want to do a musical, you call Queen Latifah. She's great at that.
Yep.
But where's Diana Ross?
I don't know.
That's not a knock to Queen Latifah. I'm just curious. Like, what Diana Ross is? Doesn't she still perform?
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure she does because I don't follow her, but I follow Tracy Ellis Ross, and she be posting her mom's performances sometimes.
Okay. I was about to look it up, but if you say that, then let me look up.
I mean, I don't remember when the last one was, but I feel like she's performed in recent years, I should say. I don't know if she's performed this year or last year, but she's performed in recent years. It just seemed a little strange that she wouldn't be the one to perform that.
Right.
I would have loved to see that. Again, not that Queen Latifah was bad. I just was a little confused. And then there's like
Diana
speculation.
Diana Ross is performing March 16th, 18th,
You
and
see?
21st.
You see? I'm telling you.
Popped right up when I looked up Diana Ross performing.
Now, some random said that they
Man,
feel
the
like,
randoms are getting a lot of love this episode. Go ahead.
oh,
No, it's
because
fine. Go ahead.
to me a hot take is a hot take, whether a random says it or somebody else. To
Okay.
me, to someone else, I'm a random with a hot take. So,
That's true.
but someone said that they feel like maybe in the end, people didn't really care for Quincy Jones because these tributes have been a little strange. First of all, they only did one song, which is like my biggest qualm with this.
Yeah, that was weird.
He has so much movie music. Like, if y'all
Yeah.
didn't know that, look it up. There's plenty.
Could even did the Austin Powers theme song. That's his.
Austin Powers. Um, I can't think of all of them right now, but I even looked it up earlier because I was like, am I bugging? No.
You
It's
are
like
not.
over 40 movies or something like that.
Yep.
So they could have done a medley. Austin Powers would have been great. Um, there was a lot of different things they could have done. But, so it's strange to me that it was only one song. Um, And I don't know that to be true. Like, and I don't want to put dirt on anybody's name that's no longer here. That's not why I'm saying this. But I am curious. It was like a because even at the Grammys, the performance was okay. But Quincy Jones has worked with so many incredible people
You
who
would
are
expect a
still
fire tribute.
active. Yeah, just seems strange.
Yeah, it is weird. Because I agree, Queen Latifah was cool. There was nothing wrong with her performance, but it's
No.
just like, well, what's up with these Quincy tributes?
Yeah, it was just kind of lackluster for the giant that he is or he was.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
That's yeah.
I'm with you. It's weird. It's weird that these Quincy tributes have not been bigger, better. I agree.
Y'all know that means that BT.
Well, maybe that's the right person to do it.
BT gonna be like in June we
Or
got you.
platform, rather, not person. Right. Maybe BT's going to knock it out the park.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, yeah. That would be the next place I would look for that, and maybe they can bring it home.
Right.
We'll see.
I was about to say, we'll see.
That's not till June. But anyway, that's all I got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our show. This is Weeknights. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, viewing, all of those things. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.